matchup that should be a good one between the San Antonio Dreadnoughts and the Houston Texans. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And CD, you look at our featured team here. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every week they study the opponent, they probe its weaknesses, and they move the ball around that way. They emphasize who's going to get it based on what they think they'll accomplish in that.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. He'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. The Texans send the punter out. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And they will take over first and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be let out by their left-handed quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. On second down, it's Patton. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. The line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Back to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out.
Now the ball comes loose. It's going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much. Do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Back to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week. And in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Second and 6. Forced out to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because This has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41. They'll drop to throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll get it across midfield down to the 49. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now back to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
I have to admit I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going. Touchdown, Texans! A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have cut it back within a score.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route is going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. A 10-play drive that time. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Back out comes San Antonio. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Gets it to Meredith, complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Up the middle they go. Patton. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
That's a play that when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Second down and 5.
Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. $10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now, San Antonio in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll roll him out right. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And that's a tough one for the defense because the coverage was good downfield. He was forced to work his way out of the pocket to his right, spotted his man on the sideline, and got it to him to pick up the first down on 3rd down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll set up a throw. This is caught. Touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
In the second quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And now out comes Houston.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's thrown touchdown passes on his last 2 drives as he begins here, 1st and 10.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
On 2nd down now, it's Patton. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And on now is the punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Let's go.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They're going to look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Being chased out left. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down.
Strategy there. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back out comes San Antonio. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
2nd and 7. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. On play action, they'll throw. That's complete to Meredith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That one caught. It's Meredith. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Back to throw again. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. Patton stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And his kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where you see the final score there. The Jags win is a big one there as they move above 500 at 7-6 and keep themselves in the mix for a possible playoff berth. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they lead the visiting Baltimore Ravens at halftime. The Bengals seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Finally, we're off to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Falcons locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. We'll move on now to check out the next-gen stats in that first half for our home team. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary, as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first two quarters. Meanwhile, for the Texans, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Out of the gun now on third down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Back to throw now on first down.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
They'll try the left side. It's Patton. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line. A third down gain of 19.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
Up the middle they go.
Patton.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Right back to him on first down. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. 2nd and 9 now. This one complete to Patton.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Back to throw here. Completes this one to Meredith.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On 2nd down, it's Patton. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Dreadnoughts take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the 2nd half. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
He'll drop to throw. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 21 yards away. And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they got a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up a throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. That's caught by Meredith right side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And the catch made. It's Patton. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Patton. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go play action here on first down. And a quick throw here that's complete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he will find his man on the outside. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Up the middle they go.
It's Patton, and he's going to push his way down to about the 12. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. They'll drop to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there. Saying not so fast to a good drive. Get much to the end zone the last time out.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his guy. It's Patton over the middle.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
That's certainly playing down the distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So an important one there as they widen their lead in this 4th quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns. But in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They'll set up to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw here. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of down.
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a short gain down to about the 33. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Texans get a bit closer. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a one-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for one here. And it's good, so that will get them back within one score. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Back out comes San Antonio. A CD after this game. There will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
2nd and 2. And that is incomplete here. A big play, 3rd and 2. This crowd down for a stop. Now a handoff up the middle. Patton, and he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
I apologize in advance, Coach, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly.
And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense taking over again, and it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
James has got it, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Back to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Wide open receiver complete.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Back to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as this defense were a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete. Back to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And a throw right sideline is complete. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile, we do have an injured player. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that won't help much. Only a yard on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
From the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Back out comes San Antonio. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
So they come out throwing in the extra session and get a nice hookup right away.
Tells you a lot about what a coach feels about his team, doesn't it? That type of a play in overtime. So many people in this situation play not to lose instead of playing to win. That throw there tells you exactly what they're trying to get done.
Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver, complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A huge play there in overtime. And even 40 yards.
Defensively now, the ultimate challenge. Of course, the ball gets in the end zone, this thing's over.
And I remember my coach has always talked about in goal line situations, and now you're in overtime where they have to keep them to 3 points. Otherwise, this thing is done. Win your individual battle within the framework of the team defense. Beat that guy across from you and make a play. I expect them to attack on defense and not sit back.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 2nd down now, it's Patton. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's caught at the 1. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what we call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And his kick is good. And with it, they have taken the lead. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
Now a first throw here in overtime. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Did a pretty good job of tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Back to throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's James.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Back out comes San Antonio.
And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.